Hey, good morning, Veterans Council and Veterans, Facebook fans, and YouTube. This is Tony Williams, the CEO and president of Veterans Council and Veterans, and we got something special for you. As you guys know, coming up on the 30th of September, we're going to have our event. The 30th of September, we're going to have our second annual Veterans Suicide Prevention Forum, where it's for us, by us. And what I'm going to start doing for next following week is I'm going to actually start presenting some panelists who will be on the show. And as you guys already saw in the first one, we got a special guest coming up in about a couple of minutes, but I want to make sure I do my little advertisement before I bring him on. In fact, we have a possible twofer. We got a special guest you guys don't know about that's come up as well. But first, let me go back. What's going on? We always going on. I always say, you hear me say all the time, sharing is caring, sharing is caring, sharing is caring. One thing I learned so much when I started doing this nonprofit is that sharing actually has a lot more caring into it. And so what we have to do is that I know a lot of us used to doing push-ups and ruck marches and all this stuff here, but all I'm asking you out there is take your index finger and push share. And you'll do more for when it comes to suicide prevention than half of those. I'm not trying to put them down. I'm just trying to let you know that sharing is caring. So let's talk about who some of the people are sharing. We got more. We just, you already saw someone here with the Barb Morales, Kim Ostrander, Lucia King. They've all shared. Thank you all for sharing. We have the more new ones. These are one from last week that shared. Thank you guys for all sharing. I really appreciate it. And here are some new people of sharing. So, and I want to call them out because I want them to say, I want to let them know I appreciate that. We got Kelly D. Page. Thanks, Kelly, for sharing. Brian Severia, Thomas Borden, Alice Willis Tunby, Pete Blum. Pete Blum is a big-time believer in Veterans Council and Veterans, and thumbs up to you, Pete, for your support for Veterans Council and Veterans. Major E. Morgan, the American Legion Command Sergeant Major Gary W. Crisp, Post 285. Great American Legion. In fact, the American Legion for Florida has been sponsoring Veterans Council and Veterans, so I want to get a big thumbs up for that, for Post 289. Thanks for sharing. Gina G. Easy Edwards, Veterans with Vision. Kim Ostrander, again, from Rich Patterson, for sharing. So again, sharing is caring. All I'm asking you to do is take this index finger right here, and go push it on share, and then that will sit there, and that way you will sit there and magnify what we're trying to do. Because this event that we're doing is for us, by us. That's why I'm saying that the hashtag I like to say is the number 4, Vets by Vets. This is something that everybody knows. September is the month for Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. And I want to sit there and have a specific focus on veterans. And so that's why on 30th of September, we're going to have that event. One of the panels, we got 6 panels. And let me tell you something. Take a look at this. Wow, right? All I can say is wow. This event is about the collective community, not just one organization like Veterans Council Veterans, even though I'm hosting it. This is about all these people here, all are veterans or related to veterans, and they're all volunteer, they're not getting paid, to come on and give their story and provide some impact and insights on what we can do when it comes to veteran suicide prevention, and then unfortunately for post-prevention. One of the guests, you're going to see that right down there in the first column with the faith-based panel. And I've always said one thing about the faith-based panel, is that they're the ones that are there from the beginning, from prevention. They're the ones that at the end, if you do die by suicide, they're there from the beginning to end. They're a very important element when it comes to suicide prevention. They're a great protective factor when it comes to that. So what I want to try to do is that guy you see in a minute, Jerry, is going to be one of our guests for today. And I want to tell you something about Jerry real quick. Jerry is a retired Army chaplain. And he's a licensed marriage family therapist. And I think his wife is also a licensed marriage family therapist. And he is agreed to be part of our panel for the faith-based and give us some insight of what is he seeing when it comes to suicide in the military. And we need that kind of insight. And I'm really glad that Gary's going to be part of this. So no further ado, Jerry, how you doing, Jerry? You're on.
It's good to see you, Tony. I had a few minutes to navigate the technology. Sorry.
That's okay.
That.
Just a little prayer from the beginning, and you're good to hook. That's what I try to do. I do
Appreciate it. Appreciate
Jerry,
it.
first of all, I wanted to say I thank you so much for being part of our panel. I mean, I really appreciate you accepting it, especially the faith-based. Faith-based, I think, is a very critical protective factor when it comes to veteran suicide prevention. And I'm so glad that you're on it. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Jerry?
So thank you for the invite. And I do think that Veterans Counseling of Veterans is an excellent organization, and no greater time to rally the forces together to take on suicide in the military and the high rate and prevalence of suicide attempts and ideation in the month of September. So thank you. So I am a licensed marriage and family therapist here in Columbia, South Carolina, just retired from the military, where I was a family life chaplain. And my time I spent the last probably 6 years of the military was spent training chaplains in crisis counseling, suicide prevention, and post-vention techniques and practices, strongly integrating evidence-based practice with faith. So it's my pleasure to be here today and answer any questions that you might have. So thanks for having me, Tony.
Well, one thing I want you to know, Jerry, and the audience out there, so we're not going to give up the whole thing today, right? We just want to make sure that, we don't want to give the today. Well, I show up, I already heard everything on today. So we just want to make sure that they got a chance to meet you, Jerry, see that you're a real life person, and understand that your role. And we want to understand the impact, not when it comes to suicide. You got the prevention side, what you see, you've seen some of your roles in it when you're in the military, but then the post-vention side that we don't talk much about, but we need to. So that's what we're going to talk about next week. Okay,
great.
And so anyway, I'm going to head to our special guest. Just want to get a quick promo. I'm trying to whet the appetite, Jerry. I'm trying to whet the appetite. So okay, guys out there, Jerry's one of the guys who's going to be part of the panel. You're going to see him on the 3rd of September. I think, and I'll put the schedule out, but I think he's going to start second. He's going to start about 10 o'clock before the families, and I'll put the schedule out, put people out for the people out there who want to be part of this event. Again, hashtag the number 4 Vets by Vets. But hang on, Jerry. I want to talk and bring you back, but I have a special guest I want to introduce everybody that I just want to talk to you real quick. But we're gonna bring you back, Jerry, real quick, okay? Hey, now we got a special guest out here, Tom Cruise, coming all the way from Belgium. How's it doing, Tom?
Good. How you doing, Tony?
I'm doing fine. What time is it over there in Belgium?
It is 5:11 p.m.
What a difference. What a difference out there. Tom's been with Veterans Council Veteran for years, okay? He was there when we were making all kinds of mistakes. We're still making mistakes, but anyway, he was there we're making a lot of mistakes. And I'm glad he's still with me, even out there in Belgium. And the reason why I brought Tom on is that Tom is also going to be on our panel. Him and his wife Heather. Well, actually, they're going to, he's going to be on twice. So you're going to see him twice. You're going to see Heather on his wife when we have our town hall, and then Tom also is going to be part of the training piece. We want to put a block of panel where we can kind of talk about some of the training that's out there for us. So Tom, give us a little bit, give us a little insight of what's going on. What's going on with you right now?
So, I'm a big fan of VCV. Joined you back when I was in Tampa. So I'm a 26-year Army. I'm about to retire here within the next year. So what's a big deal about me is, I have lived experience with suicide. I attempted almost 10 years. It'd be 3 November 2010. And so now the Army has blessed me to be able to stay in. And I go around with my wife and we tell our story about resilience and suicide prevention and anything to do with suicide and mental health to try to educate younger soldiers and spouses on how to be resilient and not to get as far as I did, and hopefully stop the next suicide within the military or nationally.
Yeah, one thing, and is Heather near you?
Oh yeah, Heather's right here.
Bring Heather in and say hi, Heather.
Hello.
Hey, Heather, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? I'm
glad. I know we're coming in from Virginia. I got a little thing, but I wanted everybody to get a chance to meet you too, because you and Tom will have graciously accepted to be part of the town hall. As far as we want to sit there and say, what's really going on? The whole town hall is what's really going on. And so I really appreciate that. Say something real quick if you want to. Yep.
I for the last 10 years have gone around and talked to other units and organizations about my husband's suicide attempt and what we went through and how I got us through that moment. And since then have continued to deal with him. And instead of focusing on only him, we try to make it a family thing. We focus on rebuilding the entire family because it's not just about the one person. If we can't help them as a family, they have all the support that they need. That's really what's important to us.
Right. Okay. I really appreciate that. So I'll see you guys again. Maybe I'll talk to you guys later on throughout the week. But I'll see you guys definitely on the 30th of September. You're with the town hall, which is going later on during the afternoon. I appreciate you. Bring your A game. Don't hold anything back. Just not too much cursing. We got chaplains here. But but we got to know. We have to know what's really going on. That's what I hope you guys bring to the table when we talk on the 30th of September. Okay, so Tom, you want to come back on? I'm going to bring Jerry on real quick. Hey, Jerry, brought you back. So, we brought you back. So I just want to sit there and just so everybody see that what we have. This is just the beginning, right? We're going to have more. We're going to have a board tomorrow. We got to have Carlos. We got the whole week of people introducing us. I'm introducing them to you, to the audience out there, and make you real, and see these are real people, and they're us. Everybody here is us. So I wanted to bring you guys on. First of all, to thank you for doing this event. I really appreciate it. And I want to make sure you guys have any final thought before we close this broadcast.
I think it's just a great opportunity. Thank you for organizing this, Tony. I really appreciate the opportunity, and it's good to see Tom on here, someone who's have lived experience within the community and that's survived a suicide attempt and able to take that message forward and encourage other soldiers and their family members that might be struggling with thoughts of suicide, or they're struggling with the completion, the post-vention aspect of suicide. So thank you, Tony, for being a part of this. I do appreciate it.
And I always say this, not because you're on, Chaplain, but I always say Veterans Council Center is a ministry, and that it's successful in spite of me, because God is in charge. If it was just me, I'd probably out there fishing or something. I tell Tom all the time. So again, I really appreciate you guys being part of this, and I see you guys on September 30th. Again, keep spreading and share. Hashtag number 4, Vets by Vets. This is Tony Williams from Veterans Council and Veterans, out.